1894, Kirk, the last time a team went 16-0. The Hoosiers have a chance to have one of the great seasons we've ever seen. Cignetti, all business as you'd expect. Here come the Canes. Looking for a 6th national championship under a 5th different head coach. But these players basically weren't alive the last time Miami won one, 2001. Both sides feeling deep emotions, just trying to keep it in check and do their jobs tonight. But there's going to be tears flowing after this, no matter who wins. A lot of them.
See the faith of both these quarterbacks, how important that is. Just trying to get in the right mindset. In fact, both teams.
So much of the game plan, confuse and abuse, as the Indiana defensive coordinator Brian Haynes says. They're in the spotlight for a reason and affecting Mendoza and Beck. Which side can do that best might decide the outcome.
Big part of the result of the game is getting your quarterback to just settle in.
It's Malachi Tony, the electric true freshman for the Canes. Back to John Magrino. The public address announcer will take us through this coin toss. Michael Vanderbilt, the Big 12, is in charge.
For
the
Miami,
Hurricanes.
Michael Irvin. And for Indiana, Adewale Ogunleye, as well as team captains for both teams.
Go ahead and introduce yourselves, fellas. Captains, congratulations on earning the opportunity to compete in the 2026 College Football Playoff National Championship. My name is Michael Vandervelde. I'm your referee. My umpire is the Sheldon Davis. Honorary captains, thanks for being here as well. Miami, you get to call the toss. Today's coin features the logo of the College Football Playoff as heads. Hard Rock Stadium is tails. Heads, tails. Miami, what is your call?
Tails.
Tails? Tails is called. It is a head. Indiana, you won the toss. Defer, you want the ball. Which way are you cooking? Gentlemen, go ahead and turn your backs here. Indiana won the toss. Deferred their choice to the second half. Miami will receive in this end zone. Gentlemen, have a great ball game.
Great to have Molly McGrath and Holly Rowe on the sidelines. Holly is with Curt Cignetti.
Well, Coach Cignetti is still busy coaching right this second, Chris. Coach, you're going to defer to the second half. You're giving instructions right now. What is the most important thing your line of scrimmage can do to protect your quarterback so he can operate tonight?
Give him time to make his first read and get the ball to number 2 or check down. You know, we've got to, but we got to be balanced on offense. If we can get, you know, which we've been able to do all year long. So they're good. They're going to make their share of plays. We just got to make one more.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Imagine growing up going to games here in this stadium your whole life, painting your face orange and green, and then playing against your beloved Miami Hurricanes. That's Fernando Mendoza's job tonight. He said, I would be selfish if I make this game about me and my hometown. He won't do it. He's going to focus on his teammates. Now let's check in with Molly and Mario Cristobal.
Thank you, Holly. Coach, you came back to Miami for moments like this. How will you and your team manage your emotions tonight?
At the end of the day, take all those emotions and give it a direction, make it a one-and-oh mentality for every single play.
All right, thank you, Coach. Good luck. And depth is a serious concern for Miami in their secondary. Xavier Lucas, their starting corner, is going to miss the first half of the targeting suspension. O.J. Frederic will play, but he was limited in practice with a leg injury. So true freshman Jabari Antoine will play a key role at the corner position for the Canes tonight. Chris, Kirk?
They had to grow up quickly against Ole Miss. Some inexperienced guys pressed into duty as the Canes outlasted the Rebels. Here we go. The championship matchup very few could have foreseen. The Hoosiers trying to get to 16-0. The Canes trying to win a 6th national championship. See back in the Canes offense, Brendan Franke, who's been injured, returns. He's got a huge leg. This is unlikely to be returned by Keelan Marion. Franke would attempt any long-distance field goals that Cignetti elects to try tonight. Well, check that. He boots it to the 1-yard line and a chance for a return. And Marion breaks through one tackle. He'll be stopped at about the 27-yard line. Tale of two different halves of seasons. We showed you Carson Beck's improvement in the second half in the CFP. 68%. 4 touchdowns and the touchdown run against Ole Miss. They've won with efficient passing, but more importantly, a powerful running game featuring Mark Fletcher.
Yeah, that's their identity is running the football, but you never career start. So he's seen every defense in the field. Tonight he's got to command the offense and not make mistakes.
On the other side, Aiden Fisher, the middle linebacker, who calls out often opponents' plays as he tries to use his film study. And Fletcher gets the first handoff, and Fletcher off the left side barrels forward, picks up about 9. That's what the Canes have been doing to opponents in the CFP.
No doubt about it. What a way to start for Miami. Just as far as just a confidence builder for this offense. Positive yards with the way Indiana's been playing and dominating the line of scrimmage. That time he just does a nice job of following his instincts and bounces out to the outside where he had some grass. Both the safety and the linebacker converged into the interior, gave him some room to bounce it.
He puts Fletcher over 400 yards. 1,000-yard rusher on the season. Malachi Tony gets a block, and the speedster, the 18-year-old true freshman, good for a first down. Here are your impact players tonight, Kurt.
Well, we just saw both of them.
Yep.
Mark Fletcher's going to have to really establish that line of scrimmage in the run game. Malachi Tony in space will be a challenge for Indiana. Really love the other side of the football. Elijah Hardy's been the leader, one of the great playmakers. They blitz him a bunch, 21 in the middle, and then D'Angelo Pons, who's in this area, has to have a big night in coverage.
Yeah, that pick 6 to electrify the start to that victory. Fletcher off the right side, brought down by Pons, who's from here in Miami.
Well, these impact players are all over the field. Good job there by Pons. Here's our coordinators. Shannon Dawson's done a great job with this offense this year. Bryant Haynes, you could argue right now, the hottest defensive coordinator in the game, has this Indiana defense not only playing well, they're just playing sound. They're not making any mistakes. They make you earn everything that you're going to get. And they play a ton of zone, meaning the eyes of that second and third level are on the football for turnovers.
Dawson said how he calls these second down plays is crucial to avoid those third and longs. Beck looking to throw, has plenty of time, retreating, and fires it into the bench. Nobody open. Good coverage by the Hoosiers, and it will be a third and long.
They do a good job with simulated pressure. Instead of rushing here, you're going to drop out into the flat. Back with that motion, that's where he wants to go. You got a couple different defenders. You can see the confusion with that simulated pressure. They end up really dropping 8. Took away all the throwing lanes. Nowhere to go for Carson Beck. Good decision to just either eat it or get rid of it to set up this third down.
He was very efficient throwing the football on third down in Ole Miss, especially in the game-winning drive. Tony's in the backfield and slips out. He's got the football, but not enough for a first down. Tackled immediately. A lot of Hoosier eyes on number 10. Roe Hardy brought him down. It's fourth down.
Yeah, that's exactly what Brian Haynes was hoping to see tonight. Hold up well on early downs, get him to third and long, and then be able to play zone with attacking linebackers and safeties getting downhill. Take away any threat downfield, make them have to throw it in front, and then rally to the football. That's what they've been doing all year, especially the last 2 college football playoff games, and they start the game the same way.
Hoosiers hope they can have a special teams edge tonight. They've blocked 7 punts in the 2 years that Cignetti has been there. 3 of them this year, including 1 against Oregon. Dylan Joyce gets it away. Jonathan Brady retreats and makes a fair catch, but inside the 5-yard line. As pinned Indiana back for Mendoza's championship back in his hometown. We'll take the field when you come back.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can watch the game together, even when you're away.
Here we go. No, we got it. We got it. Go, go, go.
Go, 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 go!
My wife is having a baby.
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. That's all part of the AT&T guarantee.
The Sonic $6 All-American Smasher Meal tops the burger food chain. Get it hand-smashed and made to order, plus a side and medium drink for just $6. Great burger, even greater deal. Try the Sonic All-American Smasher Meal for $6 today.
We got loose. Oh, we got to bring home. Get up onside him. Get ready. Here it comes. Yeah, turn him now.
Someone once said, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right.
Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice too. Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice. Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice. Good and nice too.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, Coach. Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
When your team wins, you feel like a winner. But when your team wins and you get your favorite burrito delivered with DoorDash, you feel like a winner. Maybe that's too much winning energy. DoorDash, your door to that winning energy.
Welcome to the College Football Playoff National Championship. Tonight is the final game of an unforgettable season, one of epic rivalries where seconds defined legacies. And at the heart of the game, football brings people together, connecting us all. At AT&T, connecting people is the very reason we exist, which is why we're proud to be the presenting sponsor of tonight's historic matchup. Enjoy the game.
Just frightening efficiency for Mendoza against Alabama and Oregon. More touchdowns than incompletions in those two games. Stunning accuracy, in particular against the Ducks.
Yeah. And again, let's give the offensive line and the running game an assist there. They have been living by their way. Like, they have dictated everything in these first two college football games. They're staying on schedule. They're throwing down at 3rd and 5. Very little 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. Miami's goal is to set up, be firm against the run. Try to get Mendoza in a more obvious.
The back lined up to Mendoza's right in the end zone. They fake it to him, pitch to the edge, and the catch is made by Omar Cooper Jr., who slips a tackle and is going to be shoved out of bounds. First down. Here's the impact players, and Indiana's got the ball.
Hemby, of course, in the backfield, number 1. You'll see he and Black. Both of those are kind of interchangeable. Boy, Charlie Becker's been on fire in the CFP, doing great things over the last 6 games. Ruben Bain, 4 on the outside, is the best pass rusher. And Keontae Scott, really one of the players who really embodies this Miami defense, the heart and soul at the nickel.
And there's a handoff, running right. Hemby knocked down. Tackling is going to be so important. It always is, but against teams that are very successful running after the catch. Miami missed one on that opening play.
Yeah, they sure did. It was Ethan O'Connor who missed that. You look at the two coordinators. Mike Shanahan does such a great job with his offense. Again, now the team wants to control the line of scrimmage and run, to set up play action and RPO. And Corey Heatherman, this guy has been an amazing story from where this Miami defense was a year ago to now becoming a real strength, one of the top defenses in the country.
He worked for Cignetti at James Madison. Heatherman did. Mendoza checks it down. This is Hemby, shoved out aggressively and immediately by Mo Touré, who's not afraid to bring the wood.
No, he does a really good job of just identifying exactly where he needs to go. Watch him just kind of eye and see it, feel it. You know, you give these backs a little bit of space away and making that play. Knew exactly where he needed to be.
Indiana elite at 3rd and long. Best third down offense in the country. But they convert these kind of situations better than anybody. Haynes brings some pressure. Mendoza on the move. Scanning, chase that, and a desperation heave into the bench as the pass rush makes a quick impact. That was Marquise Lightfoot.
Well, I'm going to show you Marquise Lightfoot because he's undersized for as far as Miami's defenders are concerned off the edge, 230 pounds. But watch him knock the back, Hemby down, and then the pressure's able to get to Mendoza. We just talked about IU's been playing on their terms. Miami wants to make them feel this, get him to 3rd and long, and dial up the pressure. That series worked to perfection for the Canes D.
Didn't have a lot of sacks against Chambliss, but they did provide just enough pressure. Mitch McCarthy to punt it. Malachi Tony on the receiving end of a line drive punt. Driven back, has it at the 32. Tony just needs a little space. A flag comes in on the return. So Miami figures to lose what would have been pretty good field position on that penalty.
Yeah, I think there's a couple different holds there on the return.
Big 12 crew in charge tonight. Michael Vandevelde. Penalties have been a problem at times for Miami. They survived 10 against Ole Miss, and cutting down on the mental errors was at the top of his list tonight.
Number 22 receiving team, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Yeah, the problem is, Chris, Miami 5th most penalties in the country. Indiana 10th fewest. So very, very different teams all year. There's the penalty right in the middle. Just grabs on, brings him down right in front of the returner. Easier for the officials to be all over that one.
Cam Pruitt is a true freshman on special teams, a backup linebacker. So Carson Beck will take over, but not where they hope to.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if doing the Georgia bark at my boss would be appropriate. Go Dogs!
Yeah. So we need
And it's not. Checking Allstate first was smart. Barking at my boss, dumb.
Hey, Bark Boy.
These guys are crazy.
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. That's a rule.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, get the vacation you expect and never a hovering host.
And their love and care makes a life worth living. And their love and care, that's what I'll be given. Every day, every night to you. When you're wrong.
They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But we put it inside burritos and tacos anyway. Crispy chicken from Taco Bell, a brand new classic.
Eczema isn't fair, and it isn't your fault. But with Ebglyss, people with moderate to severe eczema can have real results. Like skin that's still more clear at 1 year.
Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Ask your doctor about once monthly Ebglyss.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water. Made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and earn a place in history. Gatorade. Is it in you? Peekaboo.
The CFP National Championship is presented by AT&T. Connecting changes everything. And in part by Allstate. You're in good hands. Verbo. Vacation rentals done right. And Gatorade.
Quite a journey for both quarterbacks to get here. Of course, Alberto, Fernando's little brother, is the backup quarterback. Carson Beck went to Georgia, backed up. Stetson Bennett has the 2 championship rings for the Dogs, but doesn't really value him that much. Keeps him at home. He was injured in the SEC championship game last year against Texas. And then found a fresh start, as you said, here in Miami. Paid him a bunch of money. He couldn't even throw a football, Kirk, for the first 4 or 5 months he was here after that elbow surgery. They had to believe He could get his arm back. Yes.
And I would just go back and just say that when he played at Georgia, he was undefeated one year until he lost in the SEC championship. Last year he had some great moments as well. So it's not like he came in here struggling. The guy is a winner. And again, he's going to have to play well tonight.
Fletcher off the right side. They're more successful running to the right behind Inez Cooper and big Francis Mauinoa.
Yeah, that's their strong side. Cooper's really the leader, the four-year starter, 73, the right guard, kind of the heart and soul of the offensive line. Mauinoa is just one of the best offensive linemen in college football. Some people think he's a top 10 pick. 6'6", 335 pounds there at the right tackle. When they need a yard or two, they're going behind the right side.
You get 4 on first down, and runs like that are going to be important really for both sides. Line of scrimmage is Miami's formula to win this game. They'll take 4 on first down. Fletcher again. Indiana's so good at penetrating the backfield. That's big Mario Landino, who was a tremendous player against Oregon, forced a couple fumbles.
Yeah, and we just kind of talked about this matchup right here with 61. Mauinoa, look at that work. You get to the edges as a defensive lineman, and you're able to finish. And Kamara's being added. They need him to step up the way he has these last couple games with the injury to Stephen Daly. He got inside of Mauinoa, and with his force and strength, able to get by him.
On 3rd and 5, Tony lined up behind the tight end of the left side. Keelan Marion comes in motion. Beck has plenty of time again. Across the middle into traffic. It's broken up. Stepping in to get a hand on it. Senior and a 3-and-out for Miami.
Well, nothing really stretched him downfield, so he was able to kind of sink and just kind of stay right within the structure of the defense. See, typically there's a receiver that's going downfield that'll back him up, but there's nobody there to threaten him, so he doesn't lose much depth. He's able to break down on the football, drive down, and make a great play there on that 3rd down.
Moore in his 7th-year experience got there just in the nick of time. So Dylan Joyce, as Brady awaits. High boot. Fair catch, wave forward. This time Indiana will start at the 29. Much better field position. In April, the 2026 NFL Draft is at Pittsburgh. Round 1 in prime time on ESPN, ABC, NFL Network, and streaming live. Lots of conversations, Kirk, about whether this guy is going to be first off the board. Number 1 when Las Vegas makes the pick.
Yeah, there are a lot of guys. Look at this. Players to win the Heisman national title. He drafted first overall. It's a short list. You can see in the modern game Cam Newton, Jameis Winston.